Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining Modo Labs. My name is Courtney Ostermeal. I'm the VP of Marketing here at Modo, and I'm joined by August Alfonso, who's the Vice President for Facilities Operations as well as CIO at Del Mar College in Texas. And we appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join us. Over a couple logistical items before August begins the presentation is you will see an area for chat on the right-hand corner of your screen. I'm going to be monitoring the questions throughout the presentation. We'll probably stop midway through August's presentation to take and field some of those questions, and then we will get to the rest at the end. We will be sending out a recording of this to those that attended, those that registered but didn't attend, so that you can feel free to take a look at it or pass it to your colleagues as needed. And if you need to contact myself or August after the presentation, we'll make sure that you have the information to do so as well. So again, if you have any issues or questions, please type them into the chat box to me. I am the Modo organizer, and we'll be able to go from there. So with that, August, I will put myself on mute and let you take it away.
Thank you, Courtney. Good afternoon. Thank you, like Courtney says, for taking time to listen to this presentation that hopefully demonstrates mobility success at Del Mar College. This first slide just demonstrates that student success can be affected by your mobile strategy. And the front end of your mobile strategy should be and is your mobile app. The picture you're seeing is a campus that we are currently working on that is designed to open in 2021. Corpus Christi is in South Texas. We have two campuses, East and West. We have a Northwest Center, and we have the Center for Economic Development. Towards the south side of the screen, you can see another location that we will have that new campus. This is 100 square miles of Corpus Christi that has been stagnant for the last 82 years of existence at Del Mar College till the last 3 years. In 2013, we expected this major international firms to land in South Texas, primarily because the Port of Corpus Christi, right in the middle, next to the Ingleside town, it was made available to the rest of the world since before World War II. The Port of Corpus Christi happens to be the 6th largest port in the world. This is 2014. The same 100 square miles by 2006 showcased more than 30 national and international firms landing in our midst with over $50 billion investment. And to date, it's a lot. I haven't gotten the 2017 stats, but the three slides that you've seen is the same 100 square miles coming from the Port of Corpus Christi. So that kind of showcases the changes with the community that we, Del Mar College, now have to face and therefore serve. In response to those community pressures, Del Mar College went out for a 2014 bond, and the taxpayer successfully funded $157 million to build and renovate East and West campus. Currently, we have 3 major buildings that are under construction. And again, in 2016, because of the phenomenal growth, Del Mar College again went back and solicited $139 million to build a campus that was shown on the second slide. Both of these are responses to service pressures resulting from this phenomenal population growth and industrial growth. When these firms land in your vicinity, they bring families. Those families need a school. Those families have kids, and those kids have to be served, go to our ISDs, and therefore go to also, as well to Del Mar College. Before we discuss Viking Go, I just want to elaborate on the challenges that we faced because of this unprecedented growth. Del Mar College was overwhelmed with credit and uncredit inquiries, and as well as workforce development inquiries. We do not have enough staffing to front end all of the new engagement that are required by the community. We also encountered an issue in onboarding students. Okay, the new student population, the average age of our student population, because of this economic change in our community, is now over 30 years old. An average Del Mar College student's age is over 30 years old. On the other hand, 23% of our existing current enrollment are now dual credit students. So we now are a mixture of the youngest millennials to people over 30 needing corporate training. Okay? We are challenged with having a need to improve our front end. We need to address the growth and the population demands. Hence, we license with Modo Labs. The next 7 slides that you're going to see will demonstrate, in essence, Del Mar College responses to serve this community growth. Okay? This slide that you see is a summary, companion app. For every constituent in the community, Viking Go must apply. New features, just recently, we are proud to say we are now able to allow our students not just to add, drop, and register, but also to pay. In the last 3 months, we went live with Viking Virtual Line. In essence, you no longer have to physically go in line. Using Viking Go by Modo, you can go on a virtual line in one or many of the different service groups that a student may need to interface. Before they leave their residence, they can check how long the line is for financial aid, enrollment services, register, business office, go in line virtually. And by the time they get on campus, they can be notified by a text before their names are called. 70%, over 70% of our student population receives some type of financial aid. We're very proud to provide self-service financial aid to all of our constituents. I will have an additional slide specifically for that a later day. And of course, serving the community, we have an API with our Regional Transit Authority. Students can also have the benefit of looking where buses are coming in and out of campus or the whole city of Corpus Christi. Okay. And the next slide, top modules. The top modules in Viking Go changes depending on what month of the year. If it's currently, the most popular modules are courses by term. Transit, where you can see, again, kind of like Uber, you can access this module by Viking Go, and you can see based on your route where the buses are and how long it will take before it gets to your where you are. Students are using social, directory, map, explore the campus. We have a lot of new students that have never been on campus in the past. This just demonstrates that these modules are very applicable to their needs. This slide demonstrates 5 of the, I would say, leading edge enhancement this college was able to do, primarily because we have Modo Labs to front end a solution to all of our users. For orientation, we licensed and made Comevo online in Viking Go, so the students, by a self-service can take orientation and remove his or her holds. It's tied into our ERP. Secondly, we were able to license for the first time a digital catalog. We partner with Smart Catalog, and now our students are able to get access to a dynamic catalog in the same mobile app. The Viking virtual line is very popular. In the first week that it went live, using QList, by the way, we served over 1,490 students in the first couple of days of registration. That's how powerful QList was, so much so that we had to order more chairs. They did not know how to go in line without physically standing in front of the window. Viking Pay, in the past, prior to Viking Pay, Del Mar College, the business office used 3 different applications. We had Hannon Hill, we had Nelnet, different types of solutions to render how to pay for college. We were able to streamline that and partner with TouchNet, so we have a single payment gateway, and it's also mobile ready and mobile secure, that we no longer just allow students to add, drop, register, and then no longer need to look for a PC so they can pay. They can do it seamlessly in the same mobile app. We're very happy and proud to have offered that to our students. Earlier I said about that we had problems with onboarding. We license and partner with Iconic, so now password resets by our students are also self-service by a Viking Go. Those are 5 of the 11 integrations that I will talk to you about today. Okay. How students pay. As I said before, we license with TouchNet, API to the Illusion Colleague. Students seamlessly are able to pay. As you can see on the right screen, they are able to add, drop, register, pay, select a payment, and review account owed and plan for any activity that has to do with how to pay for college, whether it's installments or just reviewing their account. This next slide talks about the various self-service functionalities available to our students, from self-service financial aid, banking information, graduation overview, transcript request, a lot of different information that empowers the student wherever they are, whether they're taking a 5-minute break from work. They are now able to interface with Del Mar College with Viking Go in their hands. So that's efficiency, that has to do with affecting student experience as well as student success. We all do it on the merit of student success. Self-service financial aid. Through the licensing with Illusion Self-Service Financial Aid, a student can now view their financial aid satisfactory academic progress. They can get information on their average financial aid package. If the student can play what if. What if I drop this course? What if I take 12 credit as opposed to 15? Will that affect my package? They no longer have to wait in line or call and talk to a financial aid personnel. That makes the biggest difference. They can also see their account summary. They can see the complete list of the documents they submitted, and more importantly, if they're missing a document to complete a package, they can plan it on their own. And more importantly, they can accept their awards. The next slide showcases the ninth application that we integrated with the Viking Go. As the Viking is a response for a 24/7 self-service knowledge base. When we went live with this a year and a half or so ago, we started with 230 plus known answers to known student services related questions. We have then mined all of the questions that the constituency are asking that we did not have an answer to the point that we now have approximately 1,000 answers to 1,000 known student services questions. So you'll no longer have to navigate our website to find a specific answer to any student question or a parent question. If you can find Ask the Viking within Viking Go, then it will redirect you to the appropriate answer. Okay. Of course, we have a job search functionality for employers and also for employees. And every college or university has to have campus dining, and that is another requirement that is expected by our students. Everything is about registering to go into class and hopefully graduating. Another application we integrated with Viking Go is licensed with Ustream. If there is any important event at the college that we need to webcast, we are able to do so, and graduation is one of the popular ones. So it can be a 1-hour event, or it can be a once a semester event. But Viking Go allows us the extendability. Whatever we need, whenever we need, it does not take an army to make it happen. Give us an hour or so warning, and if licensing is available, more than likely we can make it happen with the extendability of Modo Labs. And the next slide. This slide is ultra important. You have to check the box that you arm your students not just with the blue lights that in the past are distributed all over your college or university. Viking Go allows us to extend that blue box in every student's, faculty, or staff's hands. Within Viking Go, we license and partner with Rave and integrated Rave Guardian and Rave Alert. So our blue boxes are now in everybody's pockets. Okay, they can easily contact Del Mar Security. They can easily contact 911, and it even would showcase your profile if you desire to create a profile. So when you call 911, if your 911 center is digital, they will actually know who you are, what your profile is, and if you include your medical information, they will know what your allergies are, as an example.
Hey, August? Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead. It's okay. I was just going to jump in for some questions, but it looks like we can do that when you finish up. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. At that point, if there are any questions, we can start Q&A and your part.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thank you. So the first question that I have from the audience is, what did the process look like to go live from what you were doing prior to this app to where you are now? And from the initial launch of the app to what timeline was your institution and your group on?
Good question. In 2013, I went in front of the board and announced Del Mar College's first mobile app, and it was heavily applauded and was extremely popular to the college. It was not Modo Lab. It was an ERP-provided mobile app. And within one semester, I realized that the popularity and the importance of having an excellent extendable front end, especially since our ERP is kind of aging, our portal is no longer making sense to our students, and the request of our constituency to add modules, to customize it, it took just one semester for me to realize I need to shop for a better mobile app. And we went live with Modo Labs, fully live with Modo Labs in mid-2014, with a goal of providing ability for our students to add, drop, and register. We were able to accomplish it in time, and actually in 2015, the application was selected as one of the top 10 in Modo's annual recognition of mobile apps. So it was easy to integrate to our ERP. We did not have any issues relating to that.
Okay, great, thank you. So I'll actually play off the end of what you just said, since someone had asked, what other types of things do you have integrated into the app from different parts of the campus or different systems like LMS or SIS? And what would you look to integrate further in the future?
Okay, I have in the presentation today, there were 11 applications that we integrated, primarily Comevo for orientation. That's really critical for self-service awareness for students to ensure that a successful first month or first 2 months at your college. Smart Catalog, virtual Viking line, Viking Pay with TouchNet, password resets or administration with Psychotic. The most important is API or connectivity to your ERP. In our case, it's Colleague. We can about integrate Viking Go just about with everything. And of course, self-service financial aid.
Okay, great, thank you. So I'll jump to a question that came in initially around new students coming in. Is there some type of an orientation, or what other type of information do you provide for your students who are new to campus from the app?
From the app, in essence, we have face-to-face orientation, and then we have, of course, online orientation. And within that orientation, the students are provided information, kind of like your survival guide to being onboarded at our college, where you need to go for what service. And if you need assistance with, for example, science, technology, engineering, and math, what support services are available on campus? What are their hours? Where are they? Yeah. So much so that coming from students, one of the most popular question that we've been asking Viking Go is navigation. So on the next steps of Viking Go, we will go live very soon with indoor maps for all buildings. Currently, it's in pilot stage. Through requests from our constituency, we intend to provide a Viking Go module in all of the college provided PCs, so everybody can have the same experience and use a full-size keyboard, a full-size monitor, drop, register, and engage with the college. And to ensure that importance and viability of Viking Go corresponds to student expectations, we are planning on forming a student body as an advisory group to our web services team. I just want to give credit to our web services department. as well as our student services division and the business office. This is not a technology project per se. This is a college project, and it took all of us to make this happen. But we did not have a chance if we did not have an extendable mobile app.
Okay. So with that, there was actually a question that popped up about the student advisory board. Will the students help maintain or update the app, or will it just be feedback on the app?
Feedback and both. Currently, the IT division employs many students, and then we recruit interns. At the same time, this college has a very active student group corresponding to the growth the last 4 years, 3 years. We have a student association called Biking Volunteers that started with a handful and now in several hundreds. We intend to tap on that to look at the viability of Biking Go and its adherence to changing student expectation. But at the same time, within the web services team, we currently have 2 students that are actually already involved in supporting Biking Go.
Okay, great, thank you. So you mentioned earlier that you had a very diverse population of age groups on campus. Do you see, and the person says that, they don't know if you have this information, but do you see a difference in usage for different age groups, and how do you determine the content when you're trying to reach across various age groups?
Wow, that's hard to say. Our student population is so different than per se university, I guess. At 23% dual credit high school age, and majority of our students are over 30. The commonality is that most of them need assistance on how to get to the classroom. Those processes are the ones that makes a difference. The things that they need to do in order to get to the classroom. Even before mobile app was invented or internet was invented, we had the same processes. One has to apply, one has to register, one has to pay, one has to go to the classroom. All of that have not changed. We now are in a digital world, and we can affect how a student from the outside gets to the classroom by providing them a digital interface that can answer any and all of their requirements. There's a student can be applying for credit and non-credit. A student can be applying for a job. Our students are coming from different locations, not even familiar where Del Mar College is, or when they get to the East Campus, they don't know what building, to go to. So the commonality of their need happens to be how to become a student. We have 2 primary themes: how to become a student, therefore how one can get into a classroom, and then how to pay for college. It can be cash, can be credit card, it can be installment, it can be through the foundation. All of that information must be in their hands, how to, avail of other support services at Del Mar College.
Oh, I realized I was on mute. Sorry, thanks for that. So the question is have you seen the app usage go up over time since your original app in 2013 versus now?
Yeah, our student population is so diverse. There is a certain percent of downloads at every beginning of a semester. And as the semester changes, then we have students that stop using it, and we have new students that are using it. So the commonality is it is becoming more and more popular. In essence, the more applicable module you add, the more popular your mobile app becomes. Conversely, our usage of the portal, is replaced by the mobile app interface.
Okay, thank you. For the next question, for the rave part of the app that you had mentioned, can local police or other type of security access any alerts that might happen within that part of the app? How does that work on your campus?
Yes. Within the mobile app, you can dial 911, and in 2 buttons, in 2 clicks, then you would be in touch with 911. With Rave, I'm not talking about corporate security. With a functional Rave, if your 911 in service department, if your city police have a digital 911, they would also be able to triangulate based on the cell phone signal where the signal is coming from. Unfortunately, not all 911 centers are in digital mode right now, but majority are. So if you are in distress, you use 911 in Viking Go, then they will be able to, if you create a profile, they will know who you are, what your medical condition is, and where your physical presence is.
Awesome, thank you. And then last question that we had was about the indoor maps. You said that you were doing a pilot for that. Who are you using for indoor maps, and what does the pilot look like, if you can talk about it?
Yeah, the web services team are using Google tools. And feel free to contact me, and I'll get you in touch with our web services team.
Okay, great. Well, that is it for my end. Is there anything else that you want to share on your end, August, before we hop off the phone?
The last thing is, I just want to say that, we're very proud of our mobile app, and what happened at Del Mar College can easily happen at your institution, if you allow yourself to avail of a very extendable mobile engine. That's why it's called Kurogo, and without it, we would not have the ability to onboard those 11 applications that I mentioned to you. It extended the life of our ERP. Our constituency, our students are not happy with our portal and our ERP. Now we're able to provide them with an interface that kind of masks the aging ERP, and then conversely improves their experience as they add, drop, and register and become part of the Del Mar community. So it is
great.
A good technical tool to empower your college to affect student success.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, August, for your time, and thank you everyone on the webinar as well. Again, we will be sending the information out via email, and we'll make sure that if you want to get in touch with August, we can do that. And August, thank you so much for all of your time that you put into this, as well as your time this afternoon.
Okay, my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.